no, but can we all agree that for number five, we all mentioned takeover, right? So I think number five should be takeover or the bridge is over.
We had hit him
I
up.
had
We had hit him up at
honorable
number
mention.
five.
I had hit him up.
Yeah, three of us had hit him up five.
See, I like hit 'em up, and I think for me, I don't think it needed the extra verses. And also,
Fair.
I think that like, yeah, it was more had more impact, but I feel like against all odds is better. I feel like against all odds, he got at more people, and I feel like it was more like he was more focused to me. Like if you listen to Don Machiavelli, to me, it sounded like he really at war. You feel me? Like not on no rap shit. Like he really took when he say, I take this war shit deeply. I seen too many real niggas fall, let these bitch niggas beat me. Like you felt to me, I feel everything that nigga was saying. And this
But did it have the
really
same impact as something like
Yeah.
hit him up? That was a cultural
Because hit him up was like the ultimate in the dozens, where against all odds was the ultimate in actually battling. And I think too, like when we talk about impact, it's two kinds of impact. There's cultural impact in terms of like the mainstream resonance, and then there's cultural impact in terms of like the actual cultural legacy. Because like hit 'em up is something that like has cultural impact because of video and the salacious nature of it. You gotta think most people didn't see that video till years later. There was no internet back then. That video wasn't being played on TV. Like it was years later, and people was like, oh shit, it's a video for hit 'em up. Where it's like when you look at it in hindsight, you can see everything at one time. Where something like second round knockout,
shit, I saw it in real time when it first came out, the video. It came right on.
Right, but most people didn't.
Really?
And like if you didn't have most people didn't even have cable and shit where I was from. And so like but if you look at something like second round knockout, it had cultural impact in terms of like it was in the mainstream moment, but also again, like not just second round knockout propelled the battle because it propelled LL to have to respond the way he did. And so the battle itself had cultural impact because it literally paved the lane for battle rap to be its own independent thing outside of mainstream hip hop. That never happens without second round.
So do we have hit him up at five or no? We voting it off of five?
Yes.
Icon, what was you about to say?
Hit 'em up got to be. I was gonna say so. Hit 'em up has to be five. There isn't a more famous diss record than hit 'em up. Whether it's,
I think Ether's a little more famous
than hit 'em up.
I mean, most people,
niggas don't be saying.
But a casual fan, hit 'em up is the one people go to when they think of distance, though.
We say he Ether's right there. We don't say, oh, he hit you up.
Like I guarantee, like
true. Ether's
I guarantee
part of the vocabulary
in
now.
the vernacular of hip hop, Ether is more in the front of people's brains.
I'll say 10 years from now, when everything changes, people will still hit 'em up. Like the next generation, they're not gonna be like, yo, that Ether.
I think both will
hit 'em up.
Rod, you had something to say, brother. Rod, what do you think? No hit 'em up?
Nah. Can't do hit 'em up or against all odds. Because for one, sorry, Skills, but I gotta keep it a buck.
It's all good.
Straight up, straight up and down. Hit 'em up like it had too many niggas on it. You know what I'm saying? The fucking the Outlaws should not have been on that shit. And for one, it was really just Pac bugging the fuck out. You know what I mean? Like after getting clapped in fucking Quad Studios and getting sent up north and shit for a rape that you didn't even fucking commit, it's gonna tend to do some shit to your mind. And then he just straight up lashed out at a whole bunch of people. Yeah, but it wasn't even for him. Like,
well, they recorded that way before that.
Yeah, that was for a Mary J. Blige joint.
Yeah. But then they dropped that shit.
Forget about that.
They dropped it, but it wasn't for Pac necessarily. They
used the same.
It was for Mary J. Blige. It was for Mary J. Blige because Keith Murray was also on that record, like the original. You know what I mean? The record that Who Shot You was done on. It was really just some shit for Mary J. Blige that Keith and Biggie did. People forget about that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just,
man, we didn't even
towards him, but now people forget about that.
That's another classic diss joint.
Who Shot You?
The Day to Kiss one. It's
now
five because of the Versus joint.
I think I mentioned the honorable mention earlier, but
can we just give five to hit 'em up?
So
I mean, percentage-wise,
I mean, I understand
3 out of 5
it's against hit 'em up, but we were voting. It's 3-2 for hit 'em up at number 5. So I guess we keep it on there. What's number 4?
First off, hook your bitch and then click your click.
Where's the teacher in this? The bridge is over. The bridge is over.
You had the
bridge is over. Got to be higher, yo.
Okay.
No, I think the bridge is over is a solid 3.
3.
Rod had it at 2.
So then what's number 4? We still don't have a number 4.
Well, 3 of us had the bitch in you.
Yeah, the bitch in you.
What'd you have, Rod, for number 4?
I can't agree with that shit.
I think what I have 4? No, what I have at 5 to the break of dawn.
Yeah, it's LL.
No, the break of dawn was an honorable mention for you.
I thought it was 5.
No, it wasn't. It was 5. The Saigon shit was the honorable mention.
Gotcha.
But number 4, I think I said the bitch and you was number 4.
So that's 4 for the 4 of us for the bitch and you.
Yeah.
Skills better. Huh?
I don't have no argument. It wasn't on my list. It should have been, but it wasn't on my list. But I don't have any argument against that.
And then 2 of us had the bridges over at 3. 1 of us had it at 2.
I had it at 3.
I had it at 2.
I had it at 3.
I had it at 3.
So 3 3s and a 2.
Yeah.
That's pretty significant.
Yeah, mine was at 2. Bridges over is at 2 for me.
The bridges over
at
least 3.
It's at least 3.
Maybe 2.
And we can argue about it later. Number 2, I had the 2-way tie between second round knockout and Ether.
And I had a 2-round tie, a 2-way tie between second round knockout and No Vaseline. No Vaseline.
I had it straight.
2 on
No Vaseline.
I would go No Vaseline
number
over
2?
That second round knockout, yo.
What'd you say?
I would put No Vaseline over second round knockout.
Because you graded it off of this pure lyricism, but we looking at the impact of the time.
So maybe on the entire list, No Vaseline and the bridges over might be tied at 2, and 3 or 4 might be.
Well, it looks like No Vaseline is number 1.
Bridges over is number 2.
That's what it looks like, right?
Yeah.
Well, either 3 or 2. Where's Ether?
Ether might be 3.
Yeah, I had Ether with 3.
I
got Ether at
Ether
number 1 on my shit.
You had Ether at 1?
Ether ain't on my list. Y'all got it.
Ether ain't on your list?
Nope.
Damn.
That's crazy.
It was going to be an honorable mention.
Like,
all OC can gun up and
3 was
quick.
3 was How to Rob.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, you were the only one who had how to rob in the top 5.
How many of Biggie rhymes gonna come out your fat lips?
So it looks like
How to Rob wasn't even this record.
Over is going to be number 2. Is that correct?
I just asked Kiss. Yeah, it looks like
Ether's going to be number 3 and the bridge is over is number 2?
Yeah.
Are we going too nostalgic?
How is Ether not number 1 though, yo? Like,
I
I'm
mean,
so confused.
Because if you want to be honest, Skills, Jay-Z rapped better on Takeover. Ether was just...
my God.
Ether was a better disc, though.
He only had 1 verse about him.
Yeah.
Hey, yo,
Ether
what's the name of the podcast? Are you serious?
There you go.
Slapped at him for a whole song.
Listen, if I'm lying, I'm dying. Pull up the lyrics.
Now,
right
if you really want to get technical, to me, Stillmatic Freestyle is the superior diss out of the whole battle, lyrics.
But most people think that's not good, though. Most people think that's whack. I don't think so.
When he ripped through the whole roster,
Izzo, M to the Izzo. I mean, I liked it, but a lot of people didn't. It didn't hold up. It didn't make the impact that.
To me, better than Takeover. I'm like, why is people talking so much about Takeover? Stillmatic Freestyle was way iller.
I think Jay-Z rapped better on Takeover than Ether.
Nah.
Ether was a better diss, but Takeover he rapped better.
But you just said that Ether, but regardless, even if he rapped better, you said it, that Ether is the better diss.
We talking about
which is the best song, we said which is the best district.
True.
So by default, Ether gotta get it.
Takeover to me was
I'm not denying that Ether is not on the list. Ether is on the list. Okay. Takeover don't even touch my list.
That's crazy.
I had Takeover is an honorable mention for me for sure. It's in my top 10. But
to me, Takeover is like 6. It's like right outside of it.
That's fair. So Ether,
No Vaseline, Bridges Over, Ether, The Bitch and You, hit him up.
That's what it looks like.
Is No Vaseline really that much better than Ether?
Yes, yo.
I'll tell you this why. I'll tell you why. I'll break down exactly why I put that shit in number 1. Because it was a cautionary tale as well. If you come in this motherfucking business with a fucking group of friends, there's gonna be some shit that's gonna fuck everything up and drastically change the dynamic between your friendship your relationship, you know what I'm saying? Your working relationship, all that shit. It could go to shit because you don't know the business, and somebody who's gonna know exactly how the shit works and use it to divide you. You know what I mean? So it's a straight up cautionary tale. The aside of it being a big diss, like people just lose sight of that.
Hey,
so
Skittles.
yeah, I'm that's why it's number one. Like Ether's not bad at all, but just off the strength of that, No Vaseline got to be number one.
Hey, Skills. What did NWA drop after No Vaseline?
They dropped Efil Vizaga.
I don't even remember that record.
Yeah, you talk about the when they had
that's their second album with Always Into Something, 300 Miles and Running. One Less. It wasn't as good though, because Cube was gone. Cube was their primary MC.
Exactly.
He was their main writer. Once he left, they lost political direction. They lost any.
Damn, you making this point for him. Should stop talking. If I was your attorney, I would say.
But that wasn't the original question. The original question was which are the better diss songs? He ended NWA, yeah. But NWA wasn't that much without him.
Nas didn't really end Jay-Z though. He fucked with him for a few years, but it didn't really end.
Jay-Z's still the biggest artist.
It's not, what did my man's Luck say, It's not how many wins you got, it's who you fought. Of course, Cube going to destroy them niggas. If Cube was the primary writer, and Cube clearly was the best writer out the group, of course he can battle and beat all of them niggas.
I give you this.
Them niggas is not
I'm
going
gonna give you this
Jay-Z.
perspective. I'm gonna give you this perspective. NWA was the biggest hip hop group at the time.
Yes. And Public Enemy was right there too.
Public Enemy was right there. Yeah. But West Coast,
gotcha.
Or however you want to do it.
Yeah.
Ice Cube leaves.
And he went to the producer of that other group, though.
Right.
He went to
Terminator X and made some of the greatest shit we've ever heard.
And it literally obliterates NWA, bro.